Yeah, hello dear students. Today's lesson is solving problems, page 127. We go through the objectives. First, definition, what is that exactly, and then we go to example 13.2 and then exercise 13.2. So what is the solving problem? It is solving a problem in mathematics, but the way of expressing this problem, it will be something else. I shall express the problem for you in a text way, in a text expression. What does that mean? For example, I tell you that I have something which is divided between two persons. That means this number is divided by 2. Or I tell you that this amount, I've took away from this amount 7. So that means this amount minus 7. So I express the problem in a text way. You translate it in an operation, mathematical operation way. When I tell you I gave Ahmed double that quantity, that means the quantity multiplied by 2. So you write quantity times 2. And so on. It is only a way of expressing text problems, mathematical problem, in a mathematical operation problem, and then we make an equation. That's all. Let us make an example to make this simpler. This example is from your page 127 in book 9, example 13.2. There's a person called X here. He thinks about a number. First, let us divide the page in two. So what is that number? I don't know. He said only a number. So because only a number and it is not fixed on a number, because when he says 6 or 7, that means it is not a variable, it's a constant. But because he didn't say what is this number, then it is a variable. So I can put any letter. You can put X, W, Z, any letter of these. I can describe this letter as a variable, and it takes the value of something. So it is X. And then he goes on telling his story by saying he doubled that number. Okay, he doubled that number, he multiplied by 2. So I take X and I multiply it by 2. And then he goes on with his story and he say he added 3 to the number. He added, that means he added plus 3 to the number. Which number? X? No, the whole number. Because don't forget, in the first step we double it and then we add 3 to all of that, you know. And then we go on with the story. He doubles the number again. He doubles the whole result, what I have been reached now. He double all of that again. Not only the X, not only the 2 times X, not only the 2 times X plus 3, no, the 2 times X plus 3, all of that he double it again. Okay, and all of that will be equal to 70. So how much is the value of X then? What is the value of the number that X here is thinking about? Now we have a very normal equation, just like when you solve an equation about expanding the brackets, because now I'm finished with translating. I'm finished with translating the text mathematical problem into a operational mathematical problem. From now on I only have a normal equation just like that, and I have to expand it. So you multiply 2 by 3 and you multiply 2 by 2x, because they are between brackets, because they are you have to solve this first. Can you solve this? No, it cannot be solved anymore. So you multiply what's outside with, you multiply this term with this and with this. So, and this all equal to 70. So when I multiply 2 by 2x will give me 4x, 2 times plus 2 times 3 is 6, equal to 70. Now I have this equation. Okay, what I have to do to find the value of x? Now what I do, I have to get rid of the plus minus first. I have to get rid of this 6, and then I have to get rid of the 4, so that I can leave x alone and I see how much x is. So I add minus 6 to both sides. I add minus 6 here and I add minus 6 here. Why? If you do something on the left side, you have to do it on the right side. This is that's what mathematical equations about. They are equilibrium. If the left side doesn't equal to the right side, something is stimmt nicht. Okay, so I have to see how much is this now. Why I put minus 6? Because plus 6 minus 6, one eliminates the other, so we don't have them anymore, and 70 minus 6 is 64. Now I divide by 4. Why? To get rid of the 4. 4 is multiplied by x, so the opposite operation of multiplication is division. So I divide the left side by 4, but because I divided the left side by 4, I have to do it also for the right side. This is what mathematical equations is all about. The left side, what you do on the left side, don't forget you have to do it always on the right side. This will give me x equal to 16. So x sphere was thinking about the number x equals 16, which if I substitute here will give me the value of 70. And this is the way how you solve such problems. Let us make an example. I took example number 4. You can practice 1, 2, 3 as you like. But I took an example number 4. Adeline's age is 8 years old. He didn't tell me how old is Adeline. I have to find how old is she according to a certain conditions, criteria. He will give me 2 criteriums. According to these conditions or criteriums, I have to find her age. But I don't know how old is she, so I represent it again with a variable because I have not a fixed value. If I have a fixed value, I cannot represent it with a variable. You have to write the fixed value immediately. If he said she is 22 years old, then she's 22 years old, and the 22 is a number and it is a constant. But he didn't tell me how old is she. He said she is that old, A, so it's a variable. That's why I shall represent her age first with an A. First, number I, Adeline's age in 10 years time. So I'm sorry, I forgot the T here. So how old is Adeline in 10 years time? That means her age plus 10 years. That's all. And how old is she 6 years ago? So it is her age minus 6 years. That's all. This is the mathematical expressions. And this is the first question, this is the second question. So her age plus 10, this is how much she is in 10 years. And her age minus 6 years, this is how old is she 6 years before. And this is how old is she 10 years later. So all of that is her age in 10 years, and all of that is her age 6 years ago. Now let us go to B. Write down an equation for A. If you know that in 10 years time, this one, in 10 years time, she will be twice as old as she was 6 years ago. 6 years ago, where's the joint between these two equations? Where's the joint? She will be twice as old. This is the joint. So this age, all of it, will be twice as this age. How I write this? In this way. This age, her age in 10 years time will be twice her age 6 years ago. And then again you have a very normal equation. You multiply this term by these two terms. Now you are finished with translating the mathematical text problem to a mathematical symbol problem or operational problem, so that you can solve it very easily in mathematical terms. So now 2 multiplied by A, expand the bracket here, 2 multiplies by A, 2A, 2 multiplies by minus 6, it is minus 12. Okay, I get rid of the 10 here. I put minus 10 in this side, but I have to put minus 10 also on the other side. Okay, so I eliminate these 10s and I am alone now with A equal 2A minus 22. Now I need only one A, not two A's in both sides. So I have to do what? I have to eliminate the 2A here. This is too much. I don't want this 2A. So if I don't need the plus 2A, I put minus 2A also, minus 2A, so that plus 2A and minus 2A, they eliminate each other. So but if I put minus 2A in the right side, I have to put also minus 2A in the left side. So plus A minus 2A, it is minus A equal minus 22. When you have such a situation, it is no problem. You multiply by minus so that you equalize the two sides. The A is 22. So I can say that Adeline's age was 22 years old. Adeline's age is 22. In 10 years time, she will be twice as her age for 6 years. And you can check this by substituting 22 in the equation here. You should have equalized values in the left side and in the right side. Okay, now I want you to do the homework, page 127, exercise 13.2, number 5, page 127. Okay, try to do this problem. If you have any question, please contact me through WhatsApp. Thank you.